This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime.
Ask any school student or a college graduate what they want to do when they grow up, an IAS or an IPS will be the answer. Hello and welcome, you're watching Heads Up. And on today's episode, we are exploring one of India's toughest and most popular exams, the UPSC. Now the exam dates are already out and students are left with little or no time to brace themselves for the test. In the midst of all this pressure, how do you prepare yourself for the exam and ensure that you'll be successful? Well, let's find out.
Last year I had got 294 rank and was allocated Indian Revenue Service, income tax as the service. But I took extraordinary leave for 1 year and will be appearing in 2017 once again. So hopefully I'll get either administrative service or police service this year.
That's the 30-year-old Delhiite Avinash, selected for the Indian Revenue Services and currently preparing for his second attempt of the UPSC exam. Considered one of India's toughest exams, the UPSC attracts lakhs of students every year from across the country with diverse educational backgrounds, aspiring a career in the public services. According to reports, in 2016 alone, more than 9.4 lakh candidates applied for the exam and as many as 4.6 lakh actually appeared for it. Conducted in 3 phases, prelims, mains and personal interviews, the UPSC is an yearly exam organized by the Union Public Service Commission for admissions into jobs like the Indian Administrative Service, the Indian Revenue Service and the Indian Police Services, among others.
Prelim exam is mostly about elimination round, and it generally tests the overall understanding of the subject matter by the candidates. A candidate, if he has good knowledge of the subject matter, he can clear the prelims. Whereas the main examination is more grueling because the syllabus is very extensive. Almost every areas of the developments relating to the country are included in the general studies syllabus. The main examinations preparation takes at least 1.5 years.
While the eligibility criteria may vary as per an applicant's choice of service, a bachelor's degree from a centre, state or deemed university or correspondence education along with an Indian citizenship are compulsory requirements. Candidates in their final year of study can also apply for the exam.
Implicitly, other nations or the majority of the nations will follow the same.
The UPSC marathon begins with prelims. Students at this stage are judged for their knowledge in topics like science, maths, history, geography, politics and general awareness, among others. Once qualified, the next step is to clear the mains, a subjective exam with 9 essay-type papers.
Well, one must have been going through the newspapers regularly. He must keep himself abreast of all the developments that are taking place around him. And in addition to this, that he should also have some good writing skill. It's better that you all start preparing when you are in the final year of your graduation itself and have persistence in your efforts to qualify in this exam.
And And this grueling Q&A session is the final decider, a personal interview testing self-expression and problem-solving abilities. When it comes to understanding how to crack an exam, we always go and talk to the toppers about how did they make it. But here we have with us somebody who appeared for the UPSC last year, secured 294th rank, wasn't happy and is going to reappear for the exam again. Let's understand from him what was his experience like and what would his tips and tricks be for the people who want to appear for the exam in the coming year. Welcome to the show. So tell us a bit about, what was the experience like for you, and what were those pain points that you noticed sort of, when you were appearing for the exam? What were those hurdles which everyone will face?
Definitely, it's a long-drawn process. I appeared for 3 times, including the last year. And last year, I got some 294 rank. So I got IRS IT. But the main hurdles that we generally face is the shortage of clear guidelines, because it's a huge syllabus, and the questions are coming from, can come from all the dimensions, all the topics, various aspects. So you never know what you need to cover and what are the topics that you should not be covering. Certainly, having a clear guideline, having a clear direction is the one thing that generally aspirants miss here, and that's why we give attempts after attempts, but we cannot succeed because of lack of clear direction. So I would say this.
So 294th rank, according to people, is it a good rank, is it a bad rank, and why do you want to reappear for it?
294 is a good rank relatively, considering we have somewhere around 1100 seats in this. So I got top 3 services. IRS IT is considered the 3rd rated services after IAS and IPS. So relatively it was a good rank only. But see, whenever we start preparation, the aspiration and the final aim is always Indian Administrative Services, because this is one service which gives you opportunity to work within the society. It's a cutting-edge administrative level that you will be working. But in IRS IT, it's a core technical service. It's like some regular government job that you will be sitting in the office working all the time.
For someone who is going to reappear for the exam, and also for people who are going to give the exam this year, what would be those quick tips and tricks for them, with your experience with the exam last year?
My sincere advice would be to be very focused for this 2-3 months, coming 2-3 months. This is very crucial, not only to cover the whole topic, but also to revise whatever you have studied. Keep, reserve the last one month, somewhere around 30-40 days, strictly for revision. Don't take any new books, new material, whatever you find in the market. Avoid them.
Thank you so much, Avinash, for being with us on the show.
Thank you.
Now it's time for us to slip into a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with lots more on the other side.